Plant and Benavidez. I just saw David yesterday. He looked like the Mexican monster. Saw Caleb last week. Sharp, very you know how very razor sharp
Man,
monster. Who do you got in this fight, man?
man, look, I did, man, I saw Plant's body. I'm like, man, whatever he doing, let me get some of that Plant. God, hey, he in tremendous shape for this fight. And he gonna need to be. He gonna need to be because he is facing the monster. Plant has more skill, no doubt. Like more skill, no doubt about it. And David is a he's an aggressive or pressure boxer. You know, he puts a ton of pressure on you, but what makes him so difficult is he's long. He's long, he's tall, has a lot of leverage on his punches. He has underrated quickness, great hand speed. He knows how to cut off the ring. He cuts off the ring real well. He's a guy to constantly put pressure on you, and he tries to beat the fight out of you. Just put it that way. He wants to beat the fight out of you. He wants to put enough pressure on you to make you just cough it up or put you in a disadvantageous position, um, and take advantage of you. You know, as far as Plant goes, Plant has more boxing skills. Usually in fights like this, where you have the punch, like you have the aggressive puncher and the boxer. Usually, lean towards the boxer. You know, Plant definitely can win this fight. He can outbox him. He has the better legs, better footwork, um, and he definitely has the better tactics to go along with him. But again, dude, the will to win, that conditioning, that always pressing buttons, always trying to, test the opponent. Like that's Benavidez, man. And after watching Plant against Canelo and seeing how he faded towards the back end of the fight, and it wasn't necessarily how he faded physically, it was more he faded mentally. I look at that and I can't get that out of my mind. No matter how many skills this guy got, I feel that if you put enough pressure on Plant, he will eventually concede. He will give in. And so I can see Plant winning on the scorecards, you know, before the stoppage. I can see him up on the cards, boxing beautifully, peppering the crap out of Benavidez, you know, just bruising him up. I'll box him, slick boxing. But I just see Plant just I see Benavidez just catching up with him, cutting him off, making him ask questions again, just like Canelo did, and then catching him, and then it's over. So if I was a betting man and I put money down, I would say Plant by decision, and then I would hedge that with a knockout for Benavidez, no doubt about it. But great fight, great style clash. I love the fact that there's bad blood there. That makes it even more intriguing and interesting. But I would say I'm gonna go with Benavidez in this matchup. I think Benavidez catch him and stop him late. I would say 11-12. He'll stop.
Do you think Benavidez will have his biggest, big problems in the center of the ring, or will he surprise us with his own skills in the center of the ring, or is he really only going to have his big success when he's able to pin Plant on the ropes?
No, you gonna have success in the middle of the ring too. Like I tell you, you still got to deal with those long arms. He got a longer reach, and you still got to deal with the height. And he like I said, he has a certain quick. He has underrated quickness. He has quick hands. I know Plant has a little bit more nuance to his jab, and he uses it in various different ways and stuff. Man, he's gonna have to. But when Benavidez when he strikes like a cobra. It's quick, it's fast, it's long. And then you never know what he's gonna follow up with. He's always has his hands in the holster, ready to come behind that jab. So it's gonna be either way it goes in the center of the ring or against the ropes. Sooner or later he gonna catch up because you gotta rest. You you gonna have Plant's gonna have to find little ways to rest in there, man. And Benavidez don't allow you to rest. You know, he'll beat on you even when you're in close. He'll beat on you in close. You know,
You think
and
he has
he's
a good
constantly
chin?
testing
Because
you.
Caleb's probably going to be touching him coming forward in a way he hasn't been touched, maybe ever. Do you think David's chin will hold up fine? And or some people look at that Gavril knockdown, but he was 20 years old. But still, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody, you never know until you know, until it happens. We boxing. That's why I love boxing because if you got skill in there, you got some hands, and you can punch a bit, you got a chance. So I would hope that Benavidez' chin hold up, but we gonna know because he gonna get hit. He definitely gonna get hit by Plant. So we'll know then. We'll know then. But one thing that I know about chins, because I would say um, Triple G has probably one of the best chins in boxing right now. Still today, I ain't never tasted canvas. I never seen to be hurt from a chin shot. It's probably 50% mental, 50% physical. You know, if you go in there with a made up mind that you're gonna take this guy best shot and you ain't gonna go nowhere, you literally you trick your body, and you ain't gonna go nowhere. Honest to God, true. I would do that all the time. I would say this dude gonna hit me with his best punch. I might go down, and I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna keep fighting him because if he don't knock me out, he not gonna stop me. He not gonna stop me. He got to knock me completely out. You know, Kendall Hall flattened me, got up, he couldn't stop me. Pacquiao hit me, he couldn't stop me. You know, shoot, Ruslan, same thing because my mind was already made up. So if Benavidez coming there with that made up mind, I ain't going nowhere. I'm eating everything you throw at me. I'm gonna walk you down and I'm gonna maul you. I'm gonna beat the fight out of you. No doubt about it. I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
You feel like either guy has the mental advantage? There's two different approaches. Caleb, cool, calm, collected, cerebral. David, macho, passionate, intensity. Yeah, how you reading that, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really read too much into that, man.
Do we make too
Honestly, I
much
think I
about that
think every
stuff?
fight, yeah, I think that every fighter goes about their business differently. Um, it's good to stay relaxed. It's good to be, cerebral and thinking there. This is a thinking man game. And, that's my approach. That's the way I look at it. But then at the same time, it's good to have that chip on your shoulder too, man, to keep you fired up. That it keep you alert inside the ring. And that just seems to be Benavidez. That's how he is. He's built that way. He likes that tension. He don't mind that tension. That tension is what fuels him. So depending on the fighter, it can give Benavidez his advantage, and it can give Plant his advantage as well. Just staying calm, cool, and collected. So every fight is different, bro. But I'll know first round. First round will tell me a lot. Will tell me a lot about the fight. So, and what I mean by the first round is how quickly can Plant start setting his feet and get respect from Benavidez. If he can get the respect right away, then he has a chance in the back end of the fight to pull off this big huge. I don't know if he's an underdog or not. Is he an underdog?
Yeah, he's an underdog. About
Yeah,
almost
to
three to
pull off
one.
this upset. Yeah, pull off this upset. No doubt about it. But he got to get respect, and he has to get respect early, man. Because Benavidez is a guy. If he doesn't respect you, he gonna walk you down, and he gonna maul you, and he don't care what's coming at him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And am I tripping, Tim, with Benavidez or watching him, throughout his career, but watching him up close in Seattle yesterday? I said, you know what? This guy might be special, not just good, not just dangerous 168. This kid might be special. I mean, we never know until they get in there and prove it. But do you see maybe special, or do you just see a
Oh
really
man,
good?
look,
Yeah.
special is a word that gets overused.
Well, a
So
guy that could
we
maybe one day make it where you're headed in June
we'll
in the Hall
see.
of Fame.
I mean, this is first real test.
Mm-hmm.
So this is first real test against a credible opponent, the guy that's been in the ring and tested himself against I would say quality opponents. Plant. He's never faced a guy like Plant, who was a tremendous boxer, and it was going to answer a lot of questions. So special is one of those words where you only a selective few can get that word special, bro.
Hmm.
Not everybody can. You can say good, but you got to earn that. You got to earn that badge, man. A guy that's special. Again, I talk about my partner a lot because, like I said, we all grew up together. Ward, I thought he was special. Pac, I thought he was special. You know, Roy Jones, another one. Hagler, another one. James Toney, I thought he was special, or could have been like truly, truly special, 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 if he would have damn ran. But he don't like to run,
Right.
so and he would have do things. But like guys like that, man, those guys are special. Anyway, it's showing us that he's special. Crawford, another guy showing us that he's special. I just wish Crawford had gotten a lot more opportunities early on, and still today he's a free agent, and still the fight not happening. That's another note. We can talk about that another time. But anyways, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
And lastly, man, on that fight, how big of an advantage is having Breadman for Caleb?
Oh man, Breadman, my guy, man. You can't. I'm biased, so you can't really. You can't ask me that question. You know, Breadman. I read his stuff all the time, man. He's a brilliant mind, and he's a guy like it's funny because he's so cerebral. He looks at the game differently than a lot of the coaches that I know. And he has a horse that he can guide him to victory, bro. He has the knowledge to guide him to victory. Like I'm sure he watched film over and over and over and really broke down Benavidez, and he knows his weaknesses, his ins and outs, and if he can just keep Plant just focused, determined, and just calm at the same time, bro. They can win this fight. They really can. He has the tools. He has a really good horse, man. That has a ton of skill, in Plant. So I think that's the X factor here in this fight is the Breadman. You know, um, can he coach up Plant to beat the monster? You know, will he be able to outthink this monster? You know, so we'll see, dude. We'll see. But I think Breadman is the I said Birdman. Breadman is the X factor here, man. I like the marriage, bro. I really do. I really do like the marriage, and I like this fight against his last fight against Darrell. I love that. I love this fight. He looked sharp. He looked
Hmm.
different.
Hmm.
He looked refocused. He looked like he was a new car. New car you testing out. It's awesome. Awesome to see.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fight, man.